Hi everybody and welcome back to another speed build video. I know it's been a really long time since I've posted a normal video on this channel, but I do have some updates for you guys and kind of wanted to go over the future of this channel and my other channels with you. So if you are new here, welcome, and if you have been around, let me explain what's been going on. So when I started this channel many years ago, I started to just post regular videos like speed builds, let's plays, and whatnot. And then after that, I started streaming on Twitch, and I started to upload all of my Twitch videos on here that were like an hour plus long, just like re-uploading the live stream. And then I stopped streaming for about a year or more, so there hasn't really been any videos on this channel. So I went back to streaming recently, and I decided I wanted to change some stuff around. So this channel is going to go back to being a normal video channel with speed builds like this one, let's plays, and just other shorter form content, 30 minutes or less. Now, all of my Twitch videos will now be uploaded to YouTube on a separate channel called Voltace Streams. I will link that channel down in the description for you if you do want to watch those longer form videos. And then all of the streams that are already on this channel will be staying here. I'm not going to delete them and re-upload them. They're just going to stay posted here. But just going forward, know that those streams will be on a new channel and that this channel will remain as short videos only in the future. So that is kind of the update of where we're at and what to expect. And now let's go in and talk about this build a little bit. So on my Twitch channel, I have been playing the Very Veggie Legacy Challenge, which is by Little Simsy. Each generation, it's a generational challenge, just 10 generations, and they're each based off a different vegetable. So broccoli, eggplant, carrot, squash, and then potato. Currently, in my gameplay, I am only on carrot generation, but I do have the potato generation coming up in 2 generations, and the theme for that one is brown. And they're also going to be a landlord, so I went ahead and I built this apartment inspired by kind of that idea of having a brown potato apartment. The only thing is that this apartment is definitely a lot more modern than kind of the potato generation is looking for. I found an inspiration online and I kind of just built this one based off of the inspiration I saw, but it's very, very brown. This will be uploaded onto my gallery. The gallery should be Voltace as well, but for some reason it was flagging it as having custom content, even though I'm pretty sure I did not use any in it. Maybe I missed something, but I went back and looked and I just could not figure out what custom content I could have used. So if I did, I'm sorry. If anything, it might have been a wallpaper, now that I'm thinking about it, but I'm really not sure. So if you're looking for it and you can't find it, there is a checkbox you have to enable that says allow custom content in order to see it. When you download it and place it in your world, you should be fine. Again, I don't really think I used any, and if I did, it's probably just one small little thing, so you'll be able to either easily replace it or you might not even know it's gone, depending what it was. If there's even anything, I feel like it might just be a glitch, but I'm not really sure. So if you're looking for it, it is on the gallery. If you're not playing the Very Veggie Challenge, you may want to make it a little less brown because it is very, very brown. Like I was saying though, it is a little bit more modern than the potato generation kind of fits. Because if I read you the challenge rules, this is what it says for Generation 5 potato. You never really minded dirt, and you don't see why anyone else would either. It's honestly kind of offensive that people are so dramatic about always wanting a clean house, functional appliances, and no mold. As a landlord, you don't worry about any of these things. The tenants can just deal with it. You love to dumpster dive, befriend dust bunnies, and live in filth, and you absolutely never clean. Now, obviously this apartment is not really giving filth and mold besides the fact that it's brown. But you do have to become a 5-star property owner in order to complete the generation. So I do think I'm still going to end up using this one at some point and, you know, try and make it a 5-star thing, but maybe this won't be my first property. I'm not really sure, but I do intend on using it for the challenge at some point. And if you want to, again, you can download it, and if not, that's fine too. But yeah, that's kind of what I have built this for, and that's why it's so brown. It's not just because it was intentional to be potato-esque, but I had a hard time with some of the floor plans in these apartments. I feel like the first floor was pretty easy, and then I was trying to like decide like what unit I wanted my sim to live in, because I kind of want them to live in their own apartment building for at least a little bit. And I wanted them to have at least 2 bedrooms so that, you know, they can have a child or whatever. So that was a struggle. You'll see it later in the video. I really struggled to get a good floor plan for 2 bedrooms. I think I redid it like 10 times, so feel free to skip through that part if you don't want to watch that. There will be screenshots at the end if you want to skip through and just look at the end, because I know I'm guilty of doing that sometimes. But thank you for tuning in. I hope that this channel update makes sense and that you're all happy with it. And I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video, but I'm going to go ahead and throw some music over the rest of the video and let you enjoy until the screenshots. So, bye everyone.